Hey, hello friends. Welcome to OCP Technology. My name is Shripal and today I'm going to demonstrate you. Friends, before starting today's tutorial, I will request to you, please, if you're not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel. Just click on this red color button and so that you can get my all the future videos in your mailbox directly. So please, I request to you, please subscribe my channel, and if you like my video, so please press thumbs up button. Okay, so let's start today's tutorial. So today's tutorial is that about the SQL. You just visit on my website ocptechnology.com and just select the SQL, and in the SQL how class fifth using single row functions to customize output. You just search, so just click on this one and you can watch all the information about the single row function. You can see here. So what is the single row function? Basically it is a part of the Oracle SQL, and single row functions operate on single row only, then return one result each row. There are many types of single row functions, so I will discuss here these five types of single row functions is there: number function, date function, character function, and general function, and conversion function. Okay, so first of all I'm going to talk about the number function. So basically what is the number function? Number function is always accept only numeric values also, and also return always numeric values. Okay, number function has three sub functions like round, trunc, and mod. So let's start about the round, trunc, and mod. So friend, let's start the tutorial with the number function. Number function has three sub functions: round, trunc, and mod. Basically what is the meaning of round? It will be round a value to specify decimal point. You can see clearly on my website. I already upload the blog on my website. Okay, so let's start how to use the round function. So I'm going to write a query, select round with the same example 456.5 from dual. Basically what happening in the round functions, round function is always round the value which is the greater than 5. Okay, let's suppose if you are going on the chemist shop, if you are going on the chemist shop and you will be purchase a medicine, and that medicine have a print rate is a 9.5 rupees, so it will be take 10 rupees round in the round figure from you. Okay, and if that value is a 9.4, so it will be take the only 9 rupees from you. Okay, so basically that is the main purpose to use the round function, which is round up the value which is the round the decimal point value if it is value is greater than 5. Okay, so you can see here the example is that 456.5, so its output is the 457 because of 5. It will be round the 5 because it is a 5 or 5 greater than 5. If that after the decimal point value, if it is the 5 or greater than 5, so it will be round that value and then increment in the next one. Okay, it will be increment in this value with 1. Okay, you just round that value and increment in this value, 1 increment plus 1 in this value. Okay, so this is 0 and plus 1 is on the 456 and it will be written the 457. Okay, you can see the next example. If that value like that, select round 456 dot 5 to 6 comma 2 from dual, so that value return the what, 456.52. you can see it will be return the 53 because we just want to print that one value with the 2 decimal point. This is the length of decimal point, how many decimal point you want to print with your value. Okay, and in this, in decimal point you have a 6 is there, so it will be round this value and increment in the next one. Okay, it's add on 1 in the next value, it will be written the 53.53. So this is the basically round function. We have one more example is there. Select round 456 dot 526 comma minus 1 from dual. So what happening this like that, it will be, this is the length of minus 1, means your decimal point length is this one, but you want to get the, you want to get that length in the minus, means your value length is connected with there, so it will be minus this one. So as you know, if value is a 5 or 5 greater than 5, it will be written in the round it in 0. Okay, and then increment in the next one value, add on 1 in the next value. Okay, that's why it will be written the 460. Okay, so it will be just add on 1 in this one because it has a minus 1. This is the length of decimal point, means you want to you want that your round work on this value. Okay, you don't want to work your round in on the this one value. Okay, if you are using the minus 1 here. Okay, so basically this is the round function. Okay, next function is your trunk. Trunk is the same, but trunk is not going to increment in the value. Basically, suppose select trunk 456 dot 5 from dual. So what it return, it will be written on the 456 value. Okay, you can see if we use that same example in the round, so it will be written on the 457. So you can see here, see same example we used in the round function, and it will be written the 457 because it will be going to increment the one value because after the decimal point. Okay, this one. So this is the trunk, and if we use that in the trunk, select trunk 456 comma 456 dot 526 comma 2. So what is that? What it will be return? It will be return the value 45652. See 456.52 because it's not going to increment in the value. Okay, and if you use the minus trunk 456 dot 426 comma minus 1. So exactly what is the answer of that? It will be written the 450. It's not going to increment in this value. This. So minus 1 is a greatest to 5. So it will be written at 0, and it's not going to increment in the next value because it's a trunk. This is the return the same value. Okay, this is the 450. Okay, so let's going on the next. What is the next? Next is your mod. Mod function is, it will be always return the remainder of division. It will be written the division, remainder of the division. So how it is work? Suppose mod, I'm going to mod 100 comma 3. So if you are going to divide the 100 divided by 3, so what is the remainder actually? So remainder is a 1. Okay, so mod function always return the remainder. Okay, next function is a date function. What is a date function? Date function is always work on the date type of data types. Okay, except months between function because it return a number type of values. Okay, in the months between, the date functions have some sub functions like the months between, add months, next day, last day. So now I'm going to use the months between. First function is of the date function. Okay, so what is the months between? Basically month betweens the count the number of months of two dates, okay, between two dates. So let's see how that. Suppose we have one table which is name is a OCP. So in the OCP table has these all columns, which is a copy of EMP table basically. So if I'm going to use the months between, which is return the number of months which in the between two dates. So we have a hard date here. This is the hard date column here. You can see here, and we have one is a sys date, means current date. Now I want to print the number of months between these two dates. So select hard date from OCP. So you can see here this is the hard date in which is stored in our table. So I want to I want to calculate the number of months between this date and current date. Okay, how many number of months this person works in our company. So what I write here, so basically select months underscore between. Now first of all we have need to give here the big date, which is the big date, which is the sys date. Okay, and which is the smallest, which is the higher date from OCP. So you can see here the number of months calculations here. These all are the information about the number of months, okay, for each employee. If you want to remove the after decimal point value, so you can use the nesting function here. How? Select around months between sysdate date result from CP. Result is the alias of this column C. Now this is the complete information about the number of months. Okay, it will be removed because round function is remove the decimal point. Okay, so this is the months between. You can see here example number 2 also. If you have two dates, you can use this type of method. Okay, in the next function is the add months. Add months always add a number of months in a date. Suppose we have a date, select sys date from dual. This is the date value, and I want to add 6 months in this value. So what is the next date after the 6 month? So you can see here, select add months sys date comma 6 from due. So you can see after 6 months is a 31st August 2017. Okay, so this is the value of the add months. Basically this is the sixth number of 6 month. We add here number of 6 month. Okay, this is the add months. Next function is the next day. What is the next day? Next day, it will show next day of calendar date specified. So basically that function will show the next day of the date which you specified here. Okay, so next underscore day sysdate comma. Suppose I want to share same like that example is a Sunday. So what is the next Sunday after the today date? So it's a 5 March, which is the Sunday. Okay, this is simple. And you can also use the second example here. Okay, and the next function is the last day. If you want to know the last day of the month, it will show the last day of the month always. Select last underscore day, and I'm going to write here a sys date. Just write like that. Okay, so this is the 28th Feb of 2017 is also the last day, and also today is the last day. Today is also is the last day of this month, so 28 Feb also is the last day of this month. Okay, so this is the basically our functions. So basically this is the date function, and we have three more functions in the singular functions: character function, conversion function, and general function. These three functions we will discuss in the next video. In this video, I hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, so please press the thumbs up button and subscribe my channel.